New Orleans, 1918, a city pulsing with jazz, Mardi Gras, and a rich Creole soul. But beneath the rhythm and revelry, a shadowy figure stalked the streets, a killer who turned the Big Easy into a nightmare. They called him the Axeman of New Orleans. Over 18 months, he attacked 12 people, killed 6, and left a mystery that's never been solved. Oh, and here's the kicker. He loved jazz so much he'd spare your life if you played it loud enough. Ready to dive into one of America's creepiest unsolved cases? Let's go. It all started on May 23, 1918. Joseph and Catherine Maggio, Italian grocers, were sleeping above their shop at the corner of Magnolia and Upper Line Streets. In the dead of night, someone broke in, not by smashing a window but by chiseling out a panel of their back door. Subtle, right? Then the intruder grabbed an axe from their own home, slit their throats with a razor, and bashed their heads in. Joseph's brothers found them the next morning, Catherine nearly decapitated, blood soaking the sheets. The police were stumped. No robbery, no witnesses, just a chalk message nearby that read, "Mrs. Joseph Maggio will sit up tonight." Creepy, but it didn't lead anywhere. This wasn't a one-off. The Axeman had a pattern: Italian grocers, backdoor panels, and always their own axe. Was it a vendetta, racism against immigrants, or something darker? The city didn't know yet, but they'd find out soon enough. Over the next year, the attacks kept coming. June 1918. Louis Bassumer and his mistress Harriet Lowe hacked in their grocery store. August, Mary Schneider, pregnant and alone, barely survived. Then, in March 1919, across the river in Gretna, the Cortimiglia family, Charles, Rosie, and their 2-year-old daughter Mary, were hit. Rosie woke up to see her husband fighting a huge man with an axe. She begged for mercy, holding little Mary. Didn't matter. The axe came down. Charles and Rosie survived with fractured skulls, but Mary died in her mother's arms. The weapon, their own axe, left behind like a calling card. By now, New Orleans was freaking out. Men stayed up all night with shotguns. The police had no leads, just bloody axes and chiseled doors. And then, the Axeman decided to break his silence. On March 13, 1919, the Times-Picayune newspaper got a letter straight from hell, or so it claimed. The writer called himself a spirit and demon, invisible to all. And what else? The Axeman. He bragged about never being caught and promised more victims. But here's the wild part. He gave the city an out. "I am very fond of jazz music," he wrote. "At 12:15 on next Tuesday night, I'll pass over New Orleans. Every person shall be spared in whose home a jazz band is in full swing. If you didn't play jazz, you'll get the axe." Guess what happened next? March 19th, St. Joseph's Night, turned into the loudest party in New Orleans history. Every dance hall was packed, every house blaring jazz. Professional bands, amateurs, even kids banging pots and pans. And you know what? No one died that night. Coincidence? Or did the Axeman keep his word? The jazz trick might have worked once, but the Axeman wasn't done. August 1919. Grocer Steve Boca survived a head wound. September 19-year-old Sarah Lawman got attacked in her sleep. Then, October 27th, the last confirmed hit. Mike Pepitone, another grocer, was bludgeoned to death. His wife saw the killer flee, a big, dark figure with an axe. After that, silence. The Axeman vanished as mysteriously as he'd appeared. So, who was he? Some say Joseph Mumfre, a shady guy killed in 1920 by Pepitone's widow, but there's no hard proof. Others think it was a mob hitman targeting Italian businesses. Or maybe, just maybe, he really was a jazz-obsessed demon. The letter's fancy language has folks guessing it might have been a prank by a musician, like Joseph Davila, who wrote a song called The Axeman's Jazz right after. But the truth? Still buried, over 100 years later, the Axeman of New Orleans left behind 12 victims, a city in terror, and one heck of a legend. Was he a man, a myth, or something in between? We may never know. But next time you're in the Big Easy, maybe crank up some jazz, just in case. Thanks for watching. Drop your theories in the comments, hit that like button, and subscribe for more creepy tales. Until next time, stay safe out there.